Welcome to the English class journey.
So, I got something super cool for you today. I'm actually a little excited about this one. Welcome back to English Podcast Journey, the place where we make English feel, well, human. I'm Leo.
And I'm Eliana, and I already know what Leo is talking about today. And honestly, I love this topic. Really love it.
Yeah, you were smiling before we even started recording.
Because this is the thing most English learners struggle with. And once you understand it, everything changes.
Okay, now I'm curious. Tell me.
Your brain.
My brain?
Yes, how you train it to actually think in English instead of translating every single word.
Oh, wow, yeah, that is my life. I hear something, my brain goes back to my language, translates, comes forward again, and by that time, the conversation is gone.
Exactly, and your brain gets tired.
So tired. Sometimes I just stop talking because it feels like too much work.
That's not because English is too hard. It's because your brain is doing double work.
Double work. Yeah, that sounds right.
Think of it like this. Imagine running while carrying a heavy backpack.
No, thank you.
When you translate, that backpack is your first language.
So we drop the backpack?
Exactly.
Okay, but how? Because my brain automatically translates.
We don't fight the brain. We retrain it, slowly.
Slow is okay. I like slow.
Good, because fast learning is mostly a myth.
Thank you for saying that. Seriously.
We start tiny, not paragraphs, not speeches, small thoughts.
Like one word?
Better, small sentences. Your brain works in meaning, not vocabulary lists.
That already sounds easier.
Let's do something right now. Look around you. Tell me something you see, but don't translate.
Okay, I see a microphone.
Perfect. Now expand it.
The microphone is black.
Good. Keep going.
The microphone is on the desk.
See what's happening?
Yeah, I'm not translating, I'm just saying it.
That is the switch. That tiny moment is where fluency begins.
Wait, if it's this simple, why don't more people do it?
Because schools teach vocabulary first, but your brain prefers context.
Context, meaning real life?
Exactly. Your brain loves useful language, not random words like umbrella when you're sitting in your kitchen.
Poor umbrella.
Umbrellas are great, just not always helpful at dinner. The best time to train your brain is the morning.
Before coffee?
Even better, during coffee. When you wake up, think, I'm awake. I'm tired. I need coffee.
Oh wow, I can do that half asleep.
Exactly. No pressure. Your brain learns best when relaxed.
So basically, I become the narrator of my own life.
Yes, that is exactly it.
Okay, let me try. I'm sitting. I'm talking to Eliana. I'm learning.
Beautiful. And notice you didn't translate.
But what if I say something wrong?
Then you celebrate.
Celebrate mistakes?
Every mistake means your brain is building new pathways. No mistakes means no growth.
That makes me feel weirdly calm.
Fluency is not only a language skill, it's emotional. Fear blocks language. Relaxation unlocks it.
So less pressure, more progress.
Exactly.
Okay, let me see if I got this. Stop translating, think in small sentences, narrate my life, relax my brain.
Leo, that was perfect.
Okay, so I feel like my brain is doing something new. It is a little scary, but also exciting.
That is a very good sign. When your brain feels different, it means it's changing, it's learning.
Learning. That sounds smart. I like that word.
Your brain is very, very smart. The real question is, what do you give it to eat?
Feeding it? Like food?
Exactly like food. If you want an English brain, you need an English diet.
Okay, that sounded very serious for a second.
Don't worry, it's actually fun food.
So, let's go slow here. What exactly is input?
Input is simply English going into your brain, through your ears, through your eyes, listening and watching.
So basically surround my brain with English.
Yes, but gently, not aggressively.
What does aggressive English look like?
Watching a 3-hour movie you don't understand and suffering through it.
Oh, I've done that.
Most learners have, and your brain shuts down when it feels overwhelmed.
So easier is better?
Much better. Easy English builds confidence. Confidence builds consistency. Consistency builds fluency.
Wow, that connects beautifully.
Your brain loves understanding. Confusion creates stress. Understanding creates progress.
Can I admit something?
Always.
Sometimes easy content feels too easy. Like, I want something more advanced.
That's your ego talking, not your brain.
Oh, wow, okay.
Your brain learns through repetition. When you hear, I'm going to the store, I'm going to work, I'm going home, your brain starts predicting language. Prediction equals fluency.
So repetition is actually powerful.
Incredibly powerful. Children learn through repetition, and they become fluent, not because grammar is easy, but because patterns become automatic.
All right, let's get practical. What should I listen to?
Start with things you enjoy. Music is fantastic.
Really? Even if I don't understand every word?
Especially then, music teaches rhythm, emotion, pronunciation, and songs repeat phrases naturally.
Oh, wow, yes. Choruses repeat a lot.
Exactly. Your brain absorbs language without effort, almost like learning by accident.
Learning by accident is my favorite type of learning. So, music, podcasts, what else?
Podcasts are amazing because they feel like real conversation. Your brain hears natural speech patterns, pauses, emotion, connection.
It feels less like studying, more like hanging out.
That's the goal. Fluency grows faster in relaxed brains.
What about TV shows, movies?
Good, but choose wisely. Start with shorter content, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not 3 hours.
My brain thanks you already.
Also, watch things you genuinely care about. Your attention is a learning superpower.
Okay, I love football.
Perfect. Watch football highlights in English. You already understand the context, so your brain focuses on language.
Oh, wow, that makes it much easier.
Exactly. Interest reduces effort. Effort is what makes learners quit.
Cooking videos might work too, right?
They are excellent. You hear, cut the onion, add salt, mix the sauce, and you see it happen.
So my brain connects the action to the word.
Yes, and that connection is incredibly strong, stronger than translation.
Can I ask something slightly lazy?
Go ahead.
Does English help if it's just playing in the background?
Yes, more than people realize. Your brain is always listening, even when you're not focused. Passive exposure builds familiarity. Familiarity reduces fear.
Wait, fear again? Fear really blocks language, doesn't it?
More than grammar ever will. When something feels familiar, your brain relaxes. When your brain relaxes, speaking becomes easier.
Okay, let me try to summarize. Feed my brain English, choose easy content, repeat often, listen to things I enjoy, watch things I understand.
Leo, that was an excellent recap. Your brain is already reorganizing.
Reorganizing sounds expensive.
Luckily, it's free.
All right, I feel like my brain is getting stronger, but I still have one big fear.
Let me guess. Speaking?
Speaking. My mouth freezes, my brain goes blank. I suddenly forget every word I know.
Good,
Good?
because that means you're ready for the next step.
Okay, yeah, speaking. This is where things get scary for me.
That's completely normal. Speaking is the moment your brain says, all right, prove it.
And then my brain hides.
It doesn't hide, it just isn't trained. Yet, that is a big difference.
Wait, trained? You mean like muscles?
Yes, exactly like muscles. Speaking is not just mental, it's also physical. Your mouth, it needs practice moving in new ways.
So, fluency is partly muscle memory?
Yes, your tongue, your lips, your breathing, all of it learns patterns.
That is why understanding English is always easier than speaking it.
Okay, I have definitely said this before. I say I'll speak when I feel ready.
Ah, the classic learner trap. You don't wait to become ready. You become ready by speaking.
So waiting is the mistake.
Exactly. Confidence is built through action, not just preparation.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Growth is usually uncomfortable, but here's the good news. You don't need another person to start.
Wait, really? Finding people is hard. Schedules are difficult. I have fear. I feel embarrassment.
You can train your speaking completely alone at first.
Okay, this sounds a little crazy already.
It's one of the most powerful techniques in language learning. You should speak to yourself out loud.
Out loud? Really? Not just in my head?
Yes, out loud. Your ears must hear your English. That feedback, that loop, is very important.
I talk in my head sometimes. Is that helpful?
It is helpful, but it is not complete. Your brain needs 3 signals. First, think it. Second, say it. Third, hear it. That triangle, it builds fluency fast. Let's do something. I want you to describe where you are, out loud. Do not translate. Go.
Okay, I'm sitting in a chair. I see a desk. My computer is open.
Perfect. Keep going.
There's a glass of water, and my phone is next to it.
Do you notice something?
Yeah, I'm not panicking.
Exactly. Because there is no audience, so there is no pressure. Your brain, it relaxes. And a relaxed brain speaks better.
It does feel a little strange, though.
Everything new feels strange. Then it feels comfortable. After that, it becomes automatic. That is the learning cycle. Now, let's make it a little harder. Narrate what you're doing during the day.
Like a documentary voice?
Exactly. For example, I'm opening the fridge, or I'm making coffee, or I'm answering emails.
Oh, wow, that's actually easy. Should I try to speak fast?
No, speed is a result. It is not a goal. Clarity comes first. Speed comes later. Always.
Okay, but mistakes still scare me, like a lot.
Let me tell you something important. Mistakes are evidence that you are learning. No mistakes means no growth.
So, mistakes are good news.
They are fantastic news. Every mistake forces your brain to adjust, and that adjustment creates progress.
I think I wait because I want to sound perfect.
Perfection delays fluency. Communication builds fluency. So choose communication, always.
When does the confidence arrive?
It arrives after repetition, not before. Confidence is memory. Your brain remembers, I've done this before. I survived.
Survival confidence. I like that.
Even 5 minutes of speaking per day changes your brain. Consistency is better than intensity, always.
So, 5 minutes every day is better than one long session?
Much better. Your brain prefers frequent reminders, not rare marathons.
Okay, let me see. Speak out loud. Train the mouth. Don't wait for confidence. Mistakes are good. And do it daily.
Leo, that was extremely solid. You're basically a coach now.
Careful, don't promote me too fast. All right, I have to say, my brain feels different. It feels lighter, less afraid.
That's exactly what should happen. But now we must connect everything. Thinking, input, and speaking all into one simple daily system.
Oh, wow, a system. That sounds powerful.
It is, and it's surprisingly simple.
Okay, I have to say, my brain feels calmer than when we started, which is surprising.
That's a very good sign. A calm brain learns faster than a stressed one. Always.
I think before this, I believed fluency was this huge mountain. Now it feels more like small steps.
Exactly. Fluency is not one big moment. It's hundreds of tiny repetitions.
All right, you mentioned the system. I love systems. They make things feel possible.
Good, because this one is very realistic. No 5-hour study days, no extreme schedules, just about 15 minutes a day.
Wait, seriously? That sounds almost too easy.
Easy is sustainable, and sustainable is what creates results. First step, 2 to 3 minutes. Think in English. When you wake up, narrate your morning. I'm getting up. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making coffee.
So we start the day inside English.
Exactly. You're telling your brain, this is our language now. Next, about 5 minutes of listening. Podcast, music, short videos, something you enjoy.
Enjoy is the key word here, because if it feels like homework, I disappear.
Most learners do. Your brain stays where it feels good. So make English a pleasant place. Last step, speak out loud, even if it's just describing your room.
I see a chair. The chair is comfortable.
Perfect. Simple language builds automatic speech. Complexity comes later, naturally,
This system feels light, not overwhelming.
because it respects how the brain actually learns. Small exposure, frequent repetition, low stress. That combination is extremely powerful.
Can I confess something?
Always.
I usually start learning very motivated. Then after 2 weeks, poof, gone.
That's because motivation is unreliable. Systems beat motivation every time.
So don't depend on feelings, depend on routine.
Exactly. Make English part of your normal life, like brushing your teeth. No debate, just do it.
Another thing, I think I judge my progress too quickly. Like, why am I not fluent yet?
That thought stops many learners. Language growth is invisible at first. Then one day you understand more, you speak easier, and you realize your brain has changed.
Social media makes it worse. You see someone speaking perfectly and suddenly you feel behind.
Never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Your only competition is yesterday's version of you.
Wow, I like that. Less pressure already. Let me ask you something important. What is fluency really?
Fluency is not perfect grammar. It's not a perfect accent. Fluency is comfort. It's the moment your brain stops panicking.
Comfort. That sounds achievable.
Very achievable. If listeners remember only one thing from today, let it be this: stay consistent, even when progress feels slow, especially then.
Consistency is starting to sound like a superpower.
Because it is. Small daily actions literally reshape your brain.
All right, let me try one last recap. Think in English, feed the brain with easy input, speak out loud, stay consistent, relax.
Leo, that was excellent. Honestly, if someone follows just those steps, their English will transform.
I feel like today removed a lot of fear, and fear was probably my biggest obstacle.
Fear shrinks when action grows. Start small, start messy, just start.
All right, this felt like a very important conversation.
It really did. And if you're listening right now, remember, your brain is capable of incredible change. You just have to guide it.
And be patient with it.
Always.
Thank you for spending this time with us on English Podcast Journey.
If today's episode helped you even a little, don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss the next one.
And share it with someone who's learning English. You might help them more than you realize.
And we'd genuinely love to hear from you. What is one small thing you will start doing today to train your brain?
All right, keep practicing.
Stay consistent.
And remember, fluency is closer than you think. See you next time.
See you next time.